Okay, welcome to James Green's English Classroom. An open conversation in English here every day at 13 Universal Coordinated Time, same Zoom link. I do an activity called the Joining Game for Students of English, joining on what we have in common, playing to integrate differences. We speak and summarize what other people say, and then join or ask to bring in a difference. I ask you to turn your camera on or to listen silently and to speak to the whole group rather than having a one-on-one conversation. So let's begin. I'm here for an hour. The schedule for today is just me. So after this hour, the call for the day will end. Sometimes we have other teachers teaching. I'm going to end 5 minutes early today. So, well, I'll end 5 minutes before the hour. Live streaming onto YouTube, James Green's English Classroom. So it's a public call. The floor is open. What would you like to talk about today? Hi, Munmi. Hi, Siamak. Luan, welcome.
This is Munvi from India. I wanted, first, let me share my experience about, I actually wanted to talk about handling children, how to bring their concentration. I have two kids. One is in grade 4 and the younger is in LKG, lower kindergarten. So I have been struggling a lot with their concentration. I'm not too strict as a parent. Also, I give them enough freedom. And in return, my expectation as a mother, at least even in they are taking at least half an hour or 1 hour for studies, I want them to be concentrated on their studies. And I can see they are not at all attentive. As a teacher, I'm successful, but often I think I'm not a good mother, or I'm not able to nourish my children. I am not taking enough care of them. I don't know, something is, I'm blaming myself for that, that I'm not able to deal with my children, especially my son. So I just wanted to know, is this really normal? He is 5 years old, 5 years running, 4 years old, 4 completed. And so sometimes I really get worried about him. as a teacher, I'm not worried, but as a parent, I'm worried that why he doesn't want to write, he doesn't want to sit at all. So this is really something matter of concern for me. And sometimes I do cry alone, like what is lacking, why I'm not able to, when the other children are listening to me and I'm able to improve them in their studies, then why I'm not able to do with my own children? Does it happen to you? Or I would like to know if you have any solution for that, how to bring their concentration, or what extra thing, something I need to do. I want to know from you. I really want to hear from you, or anyone else.
If you're talking, Siamak cannot hear you. You're not on mute, but your microphone is not working. Try again.
Do you have my voice right now?
Yes, now it's there.
Okay, thank you very much, Munmi. I want to summarize you. You said that you want to know the ways that how we can boost the concentration of youngsters or children, and you're particularly worried about your son. Your son is about 5 years old, and you're saying that you're a successful teacher, but sometimes you're worried about your son because you think your son lacks concentration. Am I right? On me?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, thanks very much. I just want to say something. And since you said that you're a successful teacher, but you're not successful with your children, I think you should change the way that you're thinking about your own children. Although I know you're doing your role as a parent, but here you should have another rule as well. Uh, Treat them and act them like a teacher as well, and find a ways. Some of the children, as I know, for example, some of them are youngsters, and they are my own students. Whenever they are not doing good at their studies, I really find out that they are, busy somehow with their cell phone and kind of, addicted to the phone. And it can be one of the reasons. And other reasons can be some of the children, they are playing with and they are working with, and they can have another impact as well. So that's why I think you should find these reasons as well, the causes that can be the causes. Thank you very much. Anyway.
And Siamak, hold on, Munmi. And Siamak, do you ever have an experience where you feel like you're not able to accomplish the task that you want to accomplish? Can you join Munmi on that experience of wanting to do something and not finding a way to do it, and wanting some sense that you are, not on the wrong path, or maybe on the wrong path, and wanting to change how you're doing things to be more effective?
Yes, about my students. Some of my students, about 6 months ago, they were not doing well at all. And I realized that they were busy with their cell phones, and whenever they come to class, they just sit in the class, and after that, they do nothing about the lessons. And I realized that the particular cause, and I reported to their parents, and their parents find a way. And after that, they're doing really good.
So that's a story about how you succeeded in doing something, of accomplishing. It's not a story of being at a loss of not accomplishing something. It's actually a different kind of story. If you notice, Moonmi's story didn't have a happy ending, and your story has a happy ending. So it's a different story.
Yeah, completely. Such a thing, when I was in a loss. Right now I don't.
Right now, you don't have that experience.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so what's happening is
before that I really did not know why the students are not in a class. Why not in the class? It means not physically. They were physically in the class, but not mentally. They were doing something else, I think. I was kind of in a loss, and I really did not know what to do. Then I tried and find a way. And I think Moonmi should find a way. Moonmi should find the causes.
Do you care about what I think you should do, Siamak? You have some advice for Moonmi, and I have some advice for you. What do you think about that? Would you like to take my advice?
Yeah.
So my advice for you, Siamak, is instead of giving Moonmi advice, let Moonmi have her loss, her experience of loss, and find other people who also are struggling without a solution that's clear to them. Otherwise, you'll be going into what I call a caretaker role. You'll be taking care of Moonmi, and in a way, we love to do that. We love to bring in our advice and our knowledge or experience and make it useful for people. I am actually inviting something different here. Rather than you taking care of Moonmi, I would like you or anyone to join Moonmi on the block, feeling like, gosh, what do I do? Which is different than I succeeded.
Okay, so I'm hearing maybe there will be others. Thank you. Anyone else?
Well, okay.
Okay, this is Moon.
Go ahead, Moonmi.
Can
you tell me what I said?
Yeah. So James, you said to actually join me. You are asking Siamak to join me, or if he has similar kind of experiences where he is trying to achieve something, but he is not receiving. He is not successful in achieving that.
Yeah, I want the group to see that giving advice is different than having a similar experience. Like your experience is feeling frustrated and blocked, and Siamak's experience is feeling successful and relieved in achieving something, overcoming a block, and it's different.
Yeah. Okay, and Siamak, you said that you were asking me to act as a teacher and to find a way. And you also said there may be some addictions, which may be the cause of not getting concentrated, right? And you were asking me to find a way. And yes, to the group, I'm saying then I also have been noticing that their father is not here since 6 months. So maybe that may be one of the cause, because they were not habitual to not having their father with them. Maybe that can be one reason. Sometimes I think. Apart from that, I have been trying from myself. I mean, I'm trying my best to act as a mother and also as a father. I'm fulfilling everything, every dream of them. I'm trying to, fulfill everything. But still, maybe they are missing their father, and I don't know. Maybe one of the reasons. So I would like to know from the other parents. I'm sure there are parents here, and how and are they also? Do they also experience? Have they ever experienced such situation? Anyone else?
This is Elena from Turkey. Mommy, I have the same situation. I can understand you because I have also 2 kids and I look after my kids by myself. I mean, my husband, he works in Uzbekistan, we live separately. So that's why I'm alone here. And, I also have students. For example, today in the morning, I went to some of my students. I gave lessons, Turkish. And then maybe our teacher or someone called from school that we had some problems with the kids or something else. Can you come? I told them I cannot take them. The first grade, he's a brave boy. I mean, he has to be at school. Yes. So that's why he should stay there. So 2 hours later, the situation was changed. And my son, he could understand the situation, that it's normal, that he's a first grade student, pupil. he sends to school. But normally at this time now, my kids also came home, and when they come home, they used to spend time with them. We should do homework. Well, we should go to some courses, because extra courses we have also. I mean, like sport, yeah, or maybe chess, or I don't know. I mean, like extra English courses or something else. So, and sometimes I'm also thinking about, now at the present time, I'm talking, and at the same time I'm cooking, because I know that they want to eat, and and 2 hours later I have a student. He will come to our place, and my kids also, they are at home, and they can understand they should wait a little bit because their mom is busy. They can understand it. But normally sometimes also I try to manage the situation that maybe I don't spend enough time with my kids. Like I should, I mean, like normally a woman, like you should tidy up your home. Yeah, you should go, you should want to earn money, you should go there, somewhere else. And also you want to look after kids at the same time. So yeah, sometimes I think that I cannot do it, I'm not able, but then maybe 2-3 hours later, I see that the situation changed, and everything is okay. And again, because again, yes, we can do our homework and everything is okay, because they are also don't want to spend time with you during the whole day. They don't want to spend time. They want to go somewhere. They want to find their friends, or to be with their friends, not with you. So that's why they have their also their free time, but also their homework, courses, and something else, additional classes. Yeah, so that's why sometimes the last time I cannot able to, I'm not able to join the classes, because as I told you, at the same time they also, now they came home, but now they can understand me. Okay, they want to eat, okay, it will a little bit later, it will be ready. You should do it. So can I tell you, but moms, they can do everything. Powerful woman. Tolerate, powerful. If we want, we can do. I know that we can succeed in everything if we want to do it. And so I also want to spend time with myself, also to go in for sport, to do something useful, not only work and look after them. So anyone else?
This is Ria from India. Munmi, if you want, then you can go ahead.
No, Ria, please, you can speak.
Okay. So I would like to summarize, Elena, that Elena, you said that you have 2 kids, and your son is a good student, and you like to spend your time with your son, like sports and many other activity besides the study, and you you can do everything, because in the last part you mentioned that we are, I think you mentioned that we are women, even if we want to do something, then we can succeed definitely. And I think you said that your husband is not there with you, so you have to tackle all these things with your child also. So that's it. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, that's it. But if I'm a student, I have no kid, so I don't have any experience about that. But I think yeah, mom, every mom, I think faces many difficulties their life, because when a lady becomes a mom, then he gets so many power in his soul, I believe that. Because a mom can do everything for his child, and can ready to sacrifice everything, because she always wants how his kids are better in, or anything else, how the kids go ahead and get success. So she can do anything for her kids, I think. Because I see my mom, and I see my mom sacrifice many things for me. So I have a little bit idea about that. Thank you. Anyone else?
Can I go ahead?
Would you
Yeah,
turn
sure.
would you turn your camera on, Shumi? I'm asking everyone who participates to have their camera on or to listen.
I have some problems.
We all have problems.
Can I go ahead? I mean, with
Who are you asking, Shumi?
sorry.
Who are you asking?
Yeah, I want to summarize Ria.
I know.
So can I go ahead? Or
Who are you asking? You're asking a question. You're saying, can I go ahead? Who are you asking?
yeah, I am asking to Ria.
Ah,
Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay. So you said, Ria, that here you are not a mom, you are single, you are unmarried. So how can you summarize? How can you, I mean, express your feelings? But you were.
I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to jump in and interrupt.
Okay.
Now, why am I interrupting? Because I'm a bad man. I like to do bad things. I'm a mean person and I'm rude. I'm also, I don't like to listen, and I don't know, other bad things about me. Just rude. I just like being rude. It's just, rude is like, gives me pleasure.
Do you want to say something? Am I doing something false?
Shumi,
Yeah.
thank you for asking if I want to say something. Yes. What I want to say is I heard that you have a problem, Shumi. You have a problem with your camera.
Yeah.
It broke. You gave it away. Your camera is only black and white.
Yeah.
Help me out here. Help me out. What's the problem with your camera?
Yeah, I use hijab. I mean, I always cover up my face.
So you don't have a problem with your camera. You have a problem with your hijab and your face. What's the problem with your face?
Actually, always I do that. I use, I mean, hijab as I'm a Muslim person. Actually,
Many Muslim women are burning their hijab, but you are not in that subgroup. You are not burning your hijab. You are keeping your hijab not burned. I don't know if you know, in the United States in the 1960s, women would burn their bra, you know, that piece of clothing that holds their breasts. They said, I don't want to wear a bra. This is oppressive and annoying. It's uncomfortable. So they burned them. They burned their bras. I don't know if you knew that. No.
yeah,
You didn't?
maybe, but yeah, but when I was in class 8 or 7, in that time, from that time I used, I mean, the hijab till now.
I have no problem with you using a hijab. However, I do have a problem with people I can't see. It's a concern of mine about the quality of the class that I can offer if we can talk to each other. And I understand you may have discomfort wearing your hijab because you're at home. Is that right?
Yeah, now I'm in home.
But this is a classroom. This is not your home. So if the hijab is important to you, I would like you to wear it and to have your camera on. Because this is not your home. And if you come here, and it's not just you, Shumi, I please don't think this is about you, but this has been a conversation we've been having for a few months in this group.
Yeah.
It's just coincidentally timed with many women burning their hijabs, but we've been talking about this for a while, and I'm asking people who come here to treat this like a classroom rather than their personal home. Can somebody tell me what I said?
This is
Yeah.
Munmi.
Rania?
Oh, yeah, please.
Okay. This is Rania. You said first, I forgot her name. Sorry, my friend. What's your
Shumi.
name? Shum, yes.
Yeah, I'm
Shumi,
sure.
you asked, okay, Shum. Yeah, you asked Shumi to open her camera, and she said she can't do because she is home and she has her hijab and she can't put her hijab at her room. Then you told her, teacher, you aren't in home, you are in lecture, you are in a lesson, you are in a class on Zoom meeting. Okay, and no problem with many Muslims on the meeting. They attend and they are attending, and we are all wearing our hijab. Me and Nergis, Liz, and the others. Show me, no mind, no problem with that. I see. Every time I attend Nergis and sometimes Amira, what is the problem with that? Why burning hijab? What is the reason for that?
Rania. So you were summarizing me, and then you got off track, and you're it's a little different. So I just want to catch that. So Rania, great, you got part of me.
Yes.
Can you get the part that this is not about Shumi? It's not about Shumi. Shumi is new here, and I don't want to push her away.
Yes, and me too.
Can you?
I want to encourage her. I want to encourage her.
You want to encourage her?
Yeah.
Well, can you encourage yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. So can you encourage yourself? If you encourage yourself, what would it look like for you to be encouraged?
Yes, I encourage myself approximately 2 months ago, and I opened my camera. I put my hijab, I opened my camera. What is the problem with that?
Well, what is the problem is not encouragement. That is something else. So you put on your hijab 2 months ago and you're here on camera with your hijab. How do you feel about doing that?
I feel happy, more brave and more trust on myself, more comfortable. I'm talking, the people look at me. Now you know my age, the difference between me before my camera on and after my camera on. Great difference, great gap actually.
Yeah. And it's also okay to have your camera off. There are many reasons why might be here with their camera off. It's totally fine. Just want you to just listen in on the group. Just listen if you're here. If you're unable to be fully here because of a personal inconvenience, I understand, and just listen to us. That's all I'm asking, okay?
Yes.
So.
But I have a problem, please, Mr. James.
I said we all have problems. What is your problem?
No, yes. I listened to a sentence from you. Some people burn their hijab. Something like that. Am I right?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh, you didn't know that people are burning their hijab.
It's
In
slow.
Iran, maybe.
Huh?
Sorry?
Many people are burning their hijab in the street in Iran.
And why they do that? They did
Iran,
that.
yeah, Iran.
Show me you are from Iran? You are from Iran?
Hey,
No. I'm from Bangladesh.
Okay, cool. So no problem with hijab. And
I'm from Bangladesh.
So what is the reasons? What are the reasons?
You asked me, or Rania?
No, I am asking Mr. James, please.
Okay.
Just I'm wondering about the reasons.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah. Well, Siamak or someone else might be able to speak more
Azita.
About it, but I believe they are burning their hijab in protest of the strict, the killing of a woman who showed too much hair. The woman in Iran showed too much hair, so the morality police killed her. And then there's a lot of women who are angry about that, and so they are protesting. Many people, not just women, are protesting in Iran now this week.
I think it's accident, individual accidents. I think is it individual. Some individuals they do that, not all the group.
Can I say something, Mr.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just saying about this burning hijab and burqa in Iran. Actually, it is not something new in Iran. Women in Iran, actually, they want their freedom. They're saying that if someone is wearing hijab, there's no problem. But it should not be mandatory that everybody in here should wear hijab. And that's why it's a movement that started many, many years ago. Like in Egypt, that we had such a movement that a woman came and they uncovered themselves. In Iran, we had such a movement like Chashamba Safed and other things. Chashamba Safed is a movement that their women showed their hair without any burqa or without any headscarf. And this continued for many years. And this year, when the morality police killed Mahsa Amini, once again, the women raised and they said that they are killing us because of hijab, and that's why they're burning hijab everywhere, and they're saying no to mandatory hijab. And that's the reason.
So it's not about wearing a hijab that is a problem. It's about being forced to wear the hijab that they are protesting.
Yes. it's against forced hijab.
In Egypt, we no forcing for hijab. Who wants to wear it, it's okay. Who she doesn't want, it's okay. So, but according to our religion, it's obligated towards hijab as a Muslim. But if someone doesn't wear her hijab, I have no problem with her. Okay, it's up to you.
You know, as an English teacher, I really am concerned about facial ability to see people's faces. So I get concerned, for example, if people wear sunglasses. I get concerned if people wear COVID masks. I get concerned if people have their cameras off, or even if they have, I don't know what you call that, if that's a hijab or a different thing, Liz, that you're wearing, which covers your face. But things which obstruct our ability to see each other, not the end of the world, not a total block to communication, but they are, I think, obstacles. And so I get concerned about that. I have plans. I'm going to be teaching English locally in New York in a community center. And this community center, most places I think have lifted the mask mandate, the requirement that you wear a mask. But this community center still has the mask mandate, and I'm concerned. I'm still going to go teach there, but I'm still concerned about how it's going to affect my classes, that my students and even I will have to wear a mask to teach the students.
Why they refuse? Why they refuse to wear the mask?
They don't refuse to wear a mask. You see, that's the thing. Like this classroom, in that community center, you cannot enter the building without a mask. It's not an option. There will not be people in the classroom without a mask saying, I don't want to wear a mask. Everybody in that classroom will wear a mask, including me, or else they cannot come into the building. And that's kind of what I'm saying in my classroom here. You can talk about the hijab, you can talk about how it's important, or you don't like it, you want to burn it, you don't want to burn it, whatever you want. But to come into the building, I'm asking people to turn their cameras on.
Yeah, it's your right. It's your right, teacher.
I don't think of it as a right, actually. I understand what you mean. I think of it as a necessity. As a teacher hosting, I have to make decisions. You cannot avoid making decisions. When you host something, you are automatically making a decision. I'm hosting on Zoom. That's a decision. I'm hosting it at 13 UTC. That's a decision. Every single thing I do is a decision. My goal as a teacher is to make those decisions explicit and say, this is my decision. I want you to know what I'm doing. So it's more than a right. It's almost like a law of nature that I'm going to be making decisions. What's not a law of nature is that I will tell you what my decision is. That is my learning as a teacher, to be clearer and say, this is what I'm doing as a teacher. I want you to know. Then you can decide, I want to study here or I don't. The community center where I'm teaching, nobody has to study English there. Nobody is forced to study English there. And nobody's forced to study English here. For new students, I want new students to know what I'm doing right away so that they don't think, oh, I've been here for a month. Nobody asked me to turn my camera on. I would like people to know as soon as they come in the door. As soon as I went into the door of the community center where I'm teaching, there's a woman at a desk. She has a box of masks. There's a sign that says, you must wear a mask. I didn't know that. It was a surprise to me. I arrived the first day, and they told me, and I knew immediately. I said, I have a choice. I can put on the mask and teach here, or I can leave and not teach here. And I decided I will put on a mask and stay there. They're not forcing me to teach there. Can somebody tell me what I said?
This is Munmi. James, you said you are going to a community center in your local place in New York, where everyone is allowed to enter only with mask. Without mask, they're not allowed to enter. And it's your choice whether you want to teach there or whether the learners want to come there without mask. With mask. And if they don't want to, then can they leave? It's completely their choice. But the rule is that they have to, if they want to come and learn there, or if you want to go and teach there, then it is mandatory to wear mask. Like, and the same way here in your class also, for the newcomer also, you want to inform that it is mandatory to learn with camera on, and it is their choice if whether they want to come or not.
And let me be clear, I don't want to wear a mask. It's uncomfortable. I don't think it helps prevent COVID, and I think it is preventing good English teaching. But I'm still going to do it because that's the agreement, that's the contract that's being offered to me.
Okay. So you personally, you don't prefer to wear mask, but because you are on an agreement of teaching there, so you are just, though it is not your want, you don't want to wear, but it is just an agreement. So you agreed to that agreement, and therefore you are going to wear mask and teach.
Yeah.
Okay. So to that group, I also join you. And this is really, suffocating when you were teaching, wearing a mask. I struggled a lot during COVID when we had offline classes, and seriously, I didn't wear. And students who were wearing, I can't communicate with them, and I said, just put up your mask. Nothing is going to happen. Even if you have COVID, just 1 week, don't worry, you will be fine. And one of my students, still he comes wearing mask. And I said, please, what are you doing behind that mask? Are you smiling or what are you doing? Just put off your mask and speak. So I don't know if my principal comes to know, but I don't allow them to wear. It's really suffocating. I can understand. And yes, that's true. It's not going to prevent COVID. Anyone else?
It's not suffocating to wear a mask, I guess, as we sit on the last bench, and whenever the lecture is boring, like if we don't like the teacher, like in chemistry class, we sit at the last benches, and those masks helps a lot in whispering and talking to each other. So professor never catch us who is speaking. So it's a blessing for us whenever the lecture is boring.
Okay. So Ali said that help you actually, the mask, wearing a mask help you in your classroom. So you whenever you felt like boring and all, you could whisper with your friends, and the professor couldn't catch you. So you find it very useful during classroom. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, this is the reason that I never allowed the students to wear mask in my classroom.
Yeah, it's still pandemic here in Pakistan, so it's compulsory to wear mask in classes as per university rules. So we have to wear. So it's blessing for us whenever we feel boring. We try it.
But for me, it's very difficult to breathe in with mask, and especially when I'm wearing specs, it's really I can't see anything.
I'm going to interrupt. I'm going to interrupt for just something. So I'm going to I am going to leave in 10 minutes personally, less than 10 minutes. Now, we don't have another teacher scheduled, and there's 30 people here. And it really breaks my heart to end the call for 30 people just because I have another appointment. So I want to try something new, which is at the end here, I want to ask if there's somebody who would like to be a teacher and would like to teach for the next hour. I want to make that available so that you can all work together, even though I'm not here. Is there? So I'm gonna check back in 5 minutes. If you'd like to do that, please let me know. And if you have any questions about that, you can ask me now too.
I
Sir,
would
I
not
have
be
a
able to.
question.
You're not available to Mumi. Go ahead, Ali.
Sir,
You're
uh, uh, how can I change local people who are not native to English? I can understand them, but while watching Hollywood movies in their native accent, it's difficult to pick up their words, what they are talking about. So how can I speak like them, and uh, uh, how can I pick up their words, what they are talking about?
Yeah, the beginning of your question got cut off, but I think you said, how can you speak like people in Hollywood movies, and how can you understand people in Hollywood movies? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
common
like
question.
natives.
Yeah, like a native. Well, like a native. I'm gonna mute you. So, okay. So the age-old question: how to sound like a native speaker? There is no silver bullet. There is no magic wand. You learn English one step at a time. You learn one word, one phrase, one grammar point at a time. You train your ears to hear and understand one accent, an American accent, more than an Indian English accent or a British English accent. One phrase, one phoneme at a time. So if it takes time and energy and work to learn, you can watch movies. I don't recommend watching movies because it's a lot of very overly natural speech, and not a lot of speech and not a lot of words, not a lot of ways to check what is being said. They speak very quickly, and it's fun. Fun level is high, learning level is maybe not so high. So, but if you like to watch movies, watch them, write down the things you say, write down the things you hear that you don't understand, and then bring them to a place like this and ask, or look them up, try to research and get the script. Get this. A lot of the Hollywood movie scripts are available online. You just get the script, watch the movie again. Don't just watch it one time. If you want to learn something, you can't just watch it once and expect to know it. You have to watch it twice, 3 times, 10 times, 20 times. And then the more you hear it and the more you understand the context, the more you will understand what you don't understand. The first time you see it, you won't even know what you don't understand. Then as you practice with it, what you know that you don't know will become bigger and bigger. And you'll say, oh, look at that. Here are 100 words that I don't know, but I can write the 100 words in a list. Oh, look, I learned 10 out of the 100 words. But when I was learning these 10 words, another 100 words that I don't know, I discovered. So now I know 10 words out of 200 words that I don't know. So that's how you can expand your learning, both through your awareness of what you don't know and through just simple, dedicated work, like you learn chemistry or calculus. Does that answer your question, Ali? Ali, are you still here? No. Ali got shuttled off the internet, unfortunately. Okay. Back to my question, is there anybody who would like to host for an hour, or shall we end in a few minutes?
After 1 hour, is there any class?
No, there's no other classes
There
today.
is no other class today.
It's now or never for today. Surprises learnings is the section that I like to end with. We have 3 minutes. Something you were surprised by, something you learned, something you liked, something you didn't like, something you discovered new, something you want to do.
Surprise. Hearing that women burning their bras in New York. I never heard that.
You never heard that? Wow.
Yes, and that is really forcing, or I'm curious, was it force?
Wearing a bra, was wearing a bra forced?
Force? I mean, why they burned?
Oh, sure.
I mean, it's their choice. I think it was not mandatory.
Well, it was socially forced, but it was forced in certain ways, sure.
Okay. Anyone else?
Other surprises, learnings, satisfactions, dissatisfactions, discoveries, next moves.
Yeah, this is Rania. I'm satisfied actually. Every day I'm coming here in the meeting. I feel close to other friends. Teacher James, this meeting make me see the world close, and friendship. I mean, Moni from India, Rania from Egypt. Rania is a Muslim. Moni is not. Teacher James from America, United States. So I feel that the world, all the world close to me. And I see as United States, not as I'm listening on the news, India and as Pakistan and other places. No, I'm feeling that I'm live in a peaceful society, community. Yes, I'm satisfied with that actually.
I'm also satisfied with what Rania you said. I agree to that.
Yes.
I never feel someone is from some other country. We all are here, just in one a home.
Yes, I see the reality. Actually, not the policy. It's the policy.
Yeah.
The policy makes enemyship between the communities. Yes. Anyone else?
Well,
Can
on
I
that
say
note,
something?
oh, go ahead, Nargis.
Yes, it's a discovery for me that it's actually not that difficult for me. I can do that. I can try to be more here in this class and postpone my chores and be with my camera on. And next step for me, even if you change your mind and decide to let people talk with their cameras off, I'll still try to be fully here.
All right. On that note, I'm going to end. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and I'll see you same time tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Have a good day. Great seeing you. Good class. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, teacher.
Bye. Thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Bye.